clicks and clacks, building blocks, let's begin. Stacks on stacks, with beards we always win. In a world of plastic, our minds spin. Brick by brick, where do we dive in? Brickin' with the beard, we never stop. Talking pieces, colors going over the top. Custom sets, landscapes, got a shop. Tunes drop, make the hobby pop. From vintage sets to modern themes, minifig dreams with studs and seams. Castle walls, spaceship beams. Listen close, hear the gear screams. Connecting fans, yo, that's the plan. Building bonds piece by piece, man. Every episode more than just sand. Confidence grand, bricks in hand. Crazy mashups, ideas flow. Breaking molds, watch them grow.
What is going on, everybody? What is up? How's everybody doing? We got the one back, Mr. Caden.
Well,
who went and spent his whole retirement fund today at Lego. Caden, you've already froze. We're not even 30 seconds in and you've already froze.
Caden, pay your internet bill.
Yeah, he's done. But anyway, Gene, how's it going?
It's good. It's good.
Did you buy anything today on the big opening?
I did not. I figure I've never built a Star Wars build, so why start now?
Caden, you went out on all that, by the way.
yeah. Well, of course, as soon as we start, my fucking internet tries to go out, so I'm back. Yeah. No, we got quite a bit today. I caught up on the rest of the May wave that I didn't get on purpose. All of the August wave, the random July drop, and then obviously we got the Death Star.
It's crazy that me and you spent a total of, and I'm not going to disclose it, but $600 difference. And you got all that, and I got 90 minifigs.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's
Now,
pretty
I will say, of what is behind me, I probably have at least twice, if not almost 3 times, this value in Lando figs.
Mine was not Lando figs, but
Yeah, well, I know yours wasn't, but
I wish they were Lando figs. I wish.
yeah.
Generation of Bricks is in the house, says yo. We got, let me scroll back up top. Of course, George is going to be a little late tonight. He has got some stuff going on with his family. Cajun 8-Ball says, have a great night, everyone. I'm going to have to catch the replay. Papa Trip says, good evening and happy Death Star Day. It's K Today says, what's up? Andrew said he's working on his Paul Revere Night Ride mock. General Tron's Brick says, howdy all. RTW Film says, what's up? Some weirdo named Caden Burton says, hi.
Yeah.
We got Cascadia Bricks in the house. Everybody seems like they've been doing good. Yeah, big talk. First, I thought about making a theme tonight, but I know that no one knows any of the answers. RIP to Brick Fair, maybe, possibly.
It's hard to say. So right now,
I mean, I know he's worried.
well, so he is worried, and rightfully so. Right now, the Expo Center is only scheduling events out through the end of this year, which is not normal. Generally, by this point, we have a contract for next year. So, of course, the day that happened, I had probably like 35 people send me that on Instagram.
Oh, I did too, and I was like, I don't even know any, like, I go, but I don't know anything about like the logistics of it.
Yeah. So we looked at a couple other venues in the DMV a few years ago, and the problem with a lot of the venues was the cost of them and the location, because like the next one that makes, like, there's obviously convention centers everywhere, but they were more expensive to rent. They were in areas that were more tourist driven, which means like hotels and things were going to be more expensive. And because renting out the venue was going to be more expensive, it was going to increase the cost for exhibitors, which in turn would probably reduce the amount of exhibitors we had, which would then also reduce our need for a larger convention center. Now we might not necessarily have that option. Like, we just need a venue. It is also possible that he just axes Chantilly and focuses on Fredericksburg, which and then replaces Chantilly with the Oaks PA show, which, I mean, isn't the worst possible scenario, but neither of those convention halls, to my knowledge, are as big as Dulles.
I was about to
So-
say, I have asked somebody that has been to both, and they said that there's no size comparison there.
Yeah, I mean, it's like night and day difference in the sense that, like, Dulles, of the ones that he has hosted shows in, is the largest one. So, I mean, like, granted, I haven't looked too much into it, but realistically, like, anything else in the DMV that we look at, we could see a potential, maybe not quite a double, but somewhere along those lines of registration costs just to cover his rent. But I'm staying cautiously optimistic. I mean, it's the unfortunate nature. Like, there's not really anything anybody can do about it. So it is what it is. I'm hoping that he realizes the impact of that show and tries to figure out some way to make it happen in some vein. I'm going to build with the idea that that is something that's going to happen regardless. And if it changes, then I will adjust my display schedule. But it is unfortunate. I mean, hell, this year was the 10th year that I've been to Brick Fair at that location. Like, to lose that and lose all the memories and everything there, like, that's definitely unfortunate. But we'll.
Do you think this is going to push Chicago that one step further?
No, I don't think so. I think Brick Fair and Chicago are two very different shows, culture-wise, truly. And I think, like, Brick Fair, like, Chicago is centrally located, right? So you have a lot of the people who travel for that one from, like, you know, from Canada, from the West Coast, like, all of that. Whereas if you go in the program guide at Brick Fair, like, a good 60% of the exhibitors are from Pennsylvania, Maryland, Virginia, and then, like, there's another 15% from, like, the surrounding states of that. You know, the cross country and cross continent exhibitors are a very low percentage.
Crazy to see that there's people from, like, New Zealand and
Germany,
Australia, and yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, I think I think worst case scenario is that he gives up trying to find something that makes sense financially for a show that size and implicates Oaks, PA and Fredericksburg, VA as Brick Fair's new, like, home-esque shows, and puts far more restrictions on displays in order to be able to withhold space. Because I think the Fredericksburg one, especially for, like, the Virginia and Maryland people, is close enough to the location of Chantilly, in essence, that would potentially just draw a larger crowd to Fredericksburg, but Fredericksburg cannot house that much. And so,
What kind of like restrictions would you be talking?
Like registration deadline, mock registration deadlines, but, like, hard deadlines that, like, 2 months before the show, or even that, like, if he would have to probably reprogram some of his site to have that his show, based on the map that he builds, has a certain square footage cap, and as people register mocks, that fills in, and when it hits 0, it locks anyone else out from registering mocks. It would be kind of the unfortunate way to have to do it. But, like, I mean, like, if the population from Chantilly turncoated to Fredericksburg, that would be an impossible thing to do. Like it isn't feasible. So I think it is unfortunate, but I do. I hope he finds a way to make it happen. Like I said, but I'm not holding my breath. He's acted shows before for similar reasons. So
how many people in the chat have been to? I mean, like I know some of y'all, but how many of y'all been to actual Brick Fair, Virginia? Because I know Caden said he's been there for the past 10 years.
Yeah.
I have only been there for the past 5, but that is definitely became like almost like a home show to me.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a big deal. I think, like, I do think that if he decides to axe it, he's gonna get quite a bit of blowback for that. But
Andrew said he did it in 2022. Generation says that he wants to go, but he lives on the West Coast and it's so expensive.
I mean, it is expensive, but it's worth it. I mean, maybe not anymore, since maybe not it's going to happen anymore. But it's definitely a show worth. I mean, Lazy Bricks has been on a few times. He comes from the West Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, yeah. I mean, I'm staying positive in the hopes that it will happen, and if it doesn't, then we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But Todd's initial reaction to it definitely, I think, soured a lot of people. Like, oh my god, this is the end.
Yeah.
So, and like the email that he sent out in the Brick Fair news chat the other day was very vague and ambiguous. So that wasn't very helpful either. But we shall see.
Well, hopefully everything. I mean, even if we have to go to another venue, I hope it all works out.
Yeah.
I was kind of talking to Haley, and I was like, "Well, that really sucks because if I know now that there's going to be no like Brick Fair VA, I would possibly just turn everything to Chicago." But
yeah, I will say the convenience of Brick Fair being where it was, I think, is part of what made it what it was for me. Like driving to Chantilly obviously is a lot easier. Like there's no way if Chicago became like the annual big show, there's no way I'd be building big stuff because I could not afford to drive that every year.
Yeah, that's another thing. But I mean, even though going to Virginia, I've said it before, Brick Fair Virginia is $2,000 out of my pocket just to go to display.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's probably all said and done. It's definitely cheaper for me. I mean, it's probably about $1,000, but that's the best $1,000 I spend every year.
Yeah.
So,
General Tron says that they are West Coast as well.
Yeah. Visitors both Fredericksburg and Chantilly for 3 years now.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people that said they have been visitors there.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, it's a great show. And, like, that show has been going on since 2008. And so for the last, 17 years, like, that show has created a culture around it down there. For Lego people, for non-Lego people, everything. And
I mean, there's people that go every year just to see everybody's display, and they know every year that it's going to be there at that time. They use like their, not necessarily vacation off work, but that's their trip.
I mean, yeah, like after Brick Fair, I always put in, put the bug in my boss's ears for PTO for the following year.
Yeah,
and because it's always the same time, same place. It's consistent. And I like consistency, but so I don't know. I'm holding on to hope, but I'm also not holding my breath. Like I'm gonna build what I'm gonna build, and if it gets to go somewhere cool, if not, then I'll figure it out.
That's kind of what I explained to Haley. I was like, a lot of people don't realize it, but going to Chicago, going to Brick Fair, Virginia, going to World War Brick, all that is quite a bit of money out of a pocket when you have to rent a van to bring or rent a truck to take stuff up there and
Yeah.
blah blah blah. So a lot of that gets put into consideration. And I mean, as much as I would like it to, and a lot of it's my fault, but the channel doesn't pay for that. It does not.
Yeah.
I don't, and it's my fault. I don't do enough content. Am I saying that my content's good enough to where if I did do that, I would make it? Probably not. But I think about things like that, and I build solely for the purpose of
Displaying.
Like
Yeah.
the Battle of the Bulge and Hacksaw Ridge were both built in the ability to be moved. We would have built them completely different if they were just going to sit on the table for a while. So,
And honestly, as much as I enjoy building, like I would not put myself through the ringer that I do building these mocks if I wasn't taking them to shows. Like if I was just building them to build them, I mean, I don't think I would get as much enjoyment out of it, because if I'm building it, looking at it, taking some pictures, and then taking it apart, like that's like the culmination of the process for me is being able to show it off.
well, I still have the home shows that I have. It's just that the big show will be cut out.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I told her that that's something that we will get if it crosses. With me planning this build for next year, I absolutely, and I don't know if he's watching or not, but like I have to display this with ARM. Like I have to.
Yeah.
So if I don't go to Virginia, it will go somewhere. I don't know where. I know that Chicago has been thrown around in the conversation a lot. But I'm just at that thing where if I'm going to Chicago, I'm not going to Virginia. If I'm going to Virginia, I'm not going to Chicago.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I would like if... Yeah, it's hard too, because if World War Brick continues to happen, which that show might be getting the axe too, or at least might be getting the axe in the timeline that I would be able to go. Like if that show continues to happen, if it's back to back with Chicago, like I can't swing that every year.
Well, they've talked about that going to California.
Yeah.
So
well, that's what I'm saying. They talked about moving it to California, but also to moving it to earlier in the year, doing it in like February, like they used to. Which, if they do it this coming February, I'm definitely not going because I'll be in Atlanta. And, but like there are no other shows up here, like not of that.
I told you next year you would have to come to. I mean, I can get the hotel with you. I can't really say stay at my house because it's an hour and a half away. So we actually get a hotel there. But I would love for you to come down for Brick Universe.
And I mean, I would love to. Like honestly, there are like within a certain like range, I would be more than happy to drive for a show. Like, and if it became a big event like Brick Fair, like would I drive to Atlanta every year? I don't know, probably not. Maybe I'd do it, drive every couple of years. But I know like North Carolina's not too bad. Like the Oaks PA show, if he does that one again, like maybe I'll try that one next year if Chantilly doesn't happen. But there's like, I think the only reason I'm not going to that show this year is because that same weekend we're actually in the other big PA city for a Yu-Gi-Oh championship. But like it's kind of sucks because like we got used to having Brick Fair over here being as like the big show. Like they did a Brick Universe here literally 2 minutes from my house this past weekend and invited me. Well, they were supposed to do it last year. Invited me. I had planned to go with Mount Ye. They canceled it because they didn't sell enough tickets. And then they rescheduled it but never reached back out. And then she emailed me a week before and was like, hey, do you still want to display? I was like, when is it? And told me it was the next weekend. And I was like, no, I've got plans all weekend. Like, could I have gone Friday, set up the vignettes? Sure, but I wouldn't have been there all weekend.
Yeah.
So I like forewent that. But if a Brick Universe in a like middle school gym is my big show locally every year, like that obviously does not hit the same as having a
No,
show
no,
like
that's
there.
no Brick Fair is not going to be replaced. Cascadia is talking about BrickCon in Seattle and Brick Cascade, but
Yeah.
those two fall under the same thing. To us, it's that's the other side of the world.
Yeah, I mean, I will say both BrickCon Seattle and Bricks Cascade are on my list of shows to go
And
to.
he's Phil.
I've heard good things about both, and they are shows that I will probably take like the vignettes to, which is why I want to keep building those. And I think after Okinawa, because granted, like very few people know what I'm building for 2027, but that mock, like I want to take that to as many shows as I possibly can, and like big shows, not some backyard shows. And I definitely like, but as I continue to build vignettes and can kind of like cycle them in and out or like pick which ones to take to different shows.
Andrew said that there's no brick slopes in Denver next year either. So he's
Interesting.
thinking about Brick Universe in North Carolina next year.
Okay.
Brick
Well,
Universe in North Carolina is very nice. It's nowhere near as big as Brick Fair, Virginia. I think that it could be if it had the people like displaying.
Yeah.
But I mean it's very consistent.
Is the brick slopes? I don't know if there was one in Denver. I know there's the one in Utah. Is that one happening? Because that one's always in August.
The only thing that sucks about Brick Universe is it's the first part of June, which is right before
World War Brick.
Yeah.
It's like that's kind of the part that sucks. So like a lot of shows are in that like summertime time frame that you kind of, unless you're just taking off all summer, like you kind of have to pick and choose. Like Brick Rodeo is also on my list, but that one's also either like late June or early July. So it's like, okay, you got to kind of pick one or two. But like World War Brick, I mean, I don't know. I like the Minnesota trip has been nice the last 2 years. And I mean, if they go back to Minnesota, I like will surely do it again. I'll stay in the same Airbnb. Like I walk everywhere. It's great. But California, I don't know if I'm trying to mess with all that.
Yeah, I know that the Lego is what we love and what we do, but that's legit just too far to drive. It's not worth it.
Well, I mean, I definitely wouldn't be driving. Like, I think like Chicago would even be a stretch for me to drive. Now, like if I was taking a big project, like, thinking 2027, like that year I was contemplating doing the drive like I did last year and doing World War Brick and Chicago. But realistically, like there's no way I'm driving to California. Like I would be flying, I'd be taking vignettes, which also kind of sucks because then it's like if the quantity of shows I can drive to is limited, then I'm far more limited in what I can build in the sense of like doing big stuff. Like I would almost have to not stop building big stuff, but pivot more towards the idea of building smaller stuff or building the vignettes.
That's like
it's crazy. It's crazy to consider driving like North Carolina to California. I mean, that's a long ass ways. Who would do that?
Yeah.
Gene would do that.
Andrew
3 times.
Andrew said this year was the first Brick Slopes in Denver, but because of the turnout, they're going to do it every other year. Yeah, I think there's quite a few shows that do that. I think Brick Rodeo like alternates between Austin and Houston to kind of like play into the same kind of thing. And I know, the Brick Slopes in Utah in August, I want to go. It's always the weekend of my birthday, so I'll have to play around with that one year. But that's another one that I've heard good things about. But then again, that's another show I'd have to fly to. You catch me dead before you catch me going through TSA with hacksaw in my suitcase.
See, that's the thing that it becomes to do I then just build for the channel.
Yeah. I mean, it would kind of suck because I think, like, realistically, if big shows in the East Coast ceased and I had to resort to flying to other shows, out of the sense of like how much leave I get and what makes sense time wise, and I started just building vignettes, like, I would not be utilizing as much of my part collection as I am.
Well, that comes to if that's what happens and that's the way it goes, I will build big builds, keep them on the channel and the local shows only. And if I went to somewhere like Chicago or went to somewhere like that, I doubt I would bring a mock at all.
Yeah. I mean, the vignettes were easy enough to travel with to Minnesota. Like, most of them are pretty sturdy. Like the World War I build that I did with the wheat field that got posted, like that one would probably be the only one that I would question flying with just because of the wheat field, unless I like took it apart and rebuilt it every time, which I don't know if I feel like doing that. I do currently have 4 other vignette plans, or I guess 5 technically, and whether they happen over the course of the next year or not, I know at least 2 of them are going to. The other 3 I'm kind of working on designing and finding figures and stuff for. But like, I do enjoy building the vignettes. But I also think like the more of the vignettes that I build, the more display space I would need in my own space down here, because I wouldn't ever really take them apart.
Yeah.
Right? Like they get displayed with certain figures and then they kind of stay together. Like I have all the ones I've built in the last year, and like, whereas the big builds, I build them, take them apart, and then build the next thing in its stead. Utilizing a lot of those same parts. So I don't know. It kind of sucks. Like, I'm sure everything will kind of work itself out, and we'll find ways to fill gaps and things like that. But I just, right now, it all being up in the air kind of sucks.
I mean, it's definitely a bummer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, Andrew, I saw that online. The Brick Slopes, Utah. Somebody had a life-size section of the Berlin Wall. That was insane. But it's, yeah. I mean, like the unfortunate nature of it is that there was rumors of that happening, of the Expo Center getting sold, back in July.
I was gonna say they were talking about it while we were there.
Yeah. And then there was kind of like a security of like, oh, well, nothing's really happening. Like, they were in the talks about it. And then, of course, as soon as it hit, like, mainstream media, everybody, like, lost their shit. So, I mean, does it suck? Yep. But there's nothing we can do about it. And so if Brick Fair does continue to happen, it will be in a new venue, most likely, or it won't be happening on that scale. He will have to vastly restrict the type of registration and ability for the other 2 shows. And I guess we'll just kind of see how it goes. But I am hoping for the best, to put it that way.
So with the talk of everything and our topic tonight, when you're registering these, what is this considered a mock? What is considered a vignette? And what is considered a diorama?
So, okay. So anything that you build out of Lego is a mock, right? Mock, i.e. standing for my own creation. Anything you create is a mock.
Correct.
I think that a vignette, generally speaking, is a smaller in size display that doesn't necessarily exceed like a base plate, whereas a diorama is any like collection of base plates to create a larger scale something. So like Hacksaw Ridge was a diorama, Battle of the Bulge was a diorama. The Korean War vignette is not on a base plate. It's a freeform bordered smaller display. That's a vignette. I meant to look up the definition of vignette before we started, and I didn't. But actually, I guess I can just do it right now. But I
There's
think
a thing called Google.
what's that?
It's how I find out all my information.
GTS.
Let's see. So, nope, that's definitely not it. A small illustration or portrait photograph which fades into its background without a definite border. Okay, that kinda. Small ornamental design filling a space in a portrait clothing, typically based on. Nope, that's probably not right either. What is this simple definition? A short, descriptive, impressionistic scene or story that captures a moment in time, a person, or a setting with vivid detail and imagery. Yeah, so a vignette is a small, focused story, a small, focused, detailed story, whereas diorama is a much larger idea. We'll put it that way.
Crimson Toaster says, "Hey, hey, hey," and EMS says, "Google is one of my best friends."
Yeah, I prefer
Google.
ChatGPT.
Google does know everything.
Including your credit card number.
Well, everyone knows that information.
Yep, that's what I used at the Lego store today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
You get those flight points, Richard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All I do is collect the flight points, then book a flight with them, wait a couple days, and then call my card company and be like, "Well, it's fraud." Obviously, I don't live in Virginia.
See, that's how I don't live in Virginia either. That's how my Lego math works.
Isn't the Lego store you go to in Virginia?
No, I have two within 15 minutes of me here in Maryland.
Really?
Yep, one north and one south. Now there are two in Virginia. There's one in Tyson's and one in Bethesda.
I thought
But
you would always.
I have
go to
Annapolis and
Tysons.
I run the mills up here.
I always thought you went to Tyson's.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Now the Annapolis one's on my way home from work. So
I want to know what the line to the new one in Greensboro they just built looked like this morning.
yeah, I don't know. Somebody was asking for today on Instagram for pictures of the lines outside, but I didn't go that early. I walked in with my little hand cart since I was leaving with all this. It's like, I'm not carrying this to the mall. And I walked in, and the guy who works there, who's known me for probably a decade now, was like, "I'd ask you what you're getting, but I see your dolly, so I think I got it." I'm like, yep, getting one of those and 12 other somethings.
Just ring me up, boy.
Yep.
I don't know. There isn't anything I really wanted today. I do want to build a Death Star. I just don't want to spend the money on it.
Yeah, that's fair. The initial pictures of it, I was like, this is awesome. And then like as I was listening to people's opinions of it, I was like, okay, I understand where they're coming from, but at the same time, like I have always been, especially with Star Wars stuff, like I'm someone who's buying stuff for the figures and like the story you can set up with the figures. So like I bought two of the Tantive 4 hallway scene and built one of them backwards to make the longer hallway to do the bigger scene with all the figures. So like the fact that we have a like basically diorama-esque aesthetic Death Star that has all the rooms and all the scenes, you know, from all the movies with all the figures, like and even just like thinking through my personal display, like once I have shelves and everything, that like I'll have this above it, I'll have the Star Wars logo, and then I've got the UCS TIE Interceptor and the X-Wing like on either side of that. Like I think it'll blend in with my display very nicely because I also have all of the diorama series too. So but like I pretty much knew from initial pictures that I was going to pick it up. And when I went and saw it in person today at the mall, I was like, yeah, this is pretty sick. So I know there's people who don't like it. I'm one of the people who does.
I don't really like it. I'll be honest with you. I don't like it.
Which is fine.
I think it's cool for what they did. I'm not a complete hater. I just don't think that it's worth $1,000.
And I agree. I think I will put it this way: like all of the purchases I make throughout the year, I stockpile my points for UCS sets. So like the last time I chimed in all my points, I picked up the Venator, and this time I had saved up about 2 years worth of points, and that's sets, pick a brick, online pick a brick, everything, to put towards like the next big UCS set that I wanted. And like the sail barge last year, I wasn't interested in. The slave one this May, I thought about, but then kind of was like, eh. And then people were talking about the $1,000 Death Star, and I was like, okay, like if this is cool, I'm going to get it. And so,
well, see, I had the points set aside for it. Like I had with gift cards and everything, I had $650 off the Death Star.
yeah,
Sorry, with points, and then with the gift card, it would have brought it another $100 off. Instead, I just used the points and the gift card and some points to get this and the pick a brick order.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, it's really big. I've got a bunch of stuff I've been taking apart. I sold a lot of tanks. I got a lot more that I want to get rid of. I've got a lot of the Star Wars sets that I want to get rid of.
Yep.
And then I don't know, the buying sets just doesn't do it really for me anymore. I love this Black Pearl. I will tell you that a lot of people aren't going to agree, but I think that this thing right here is better than the Death Star.
That's fine. Me personally, like I enjoyed Pirates of the Caribbean, but like that set did not like. I didn't see pictures of me like, oh my god, like I have to pick that up. Like that was my reaction to the Death Star.
Well, not this year at Brick Fair, but last year at Brick Fair, my whole like I said, I always get a set there. I go in with the mindset of I'm going to buy this set for the collection. Mm-hmm. Last year it was the original Dark Black Pearl.
Yeah. This year I think I got the Bespin Duel sealed.
So there's always something.
It's interesting because like sets growing up obviously was a big thing. Like that's how my collection started. And then when I got into mock building, like I didn't buy sets for years, outside of like random battle packs. It's only been within the last couple of years that like I've really started kind of getting back into sets, but I'm buying like specific ones. I think the first inkling of buying like a lot of sets, including ones that I didn't want, was last year when they did the anniversary figures, and I bought all the sets to get all the anniversary figures.
I did that the first go around with the 20th anniversary. I did not do that this go around.
I didn't do it with the 20th, but I did it with the 25th because the Darth Malak and the ARC Trooper 5s were like the first two we had pictures of. And I was like, all right, well, I'm definitely getting those two. And then I think it was M&R did the minifig cases.
Yeah.
And so I picked one of those up. And then I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. Like, I want to do the set. So, like, I have them all in here. And, like, this will be something that also, like, gets displayed when I have shelves and everything for it. But like this year, because I'm also a huge sucker for like the Clone Wars stuff, and so because the entire summer wave for the most part was like Episode 3 or like OG Clone Wars stuff. Like I picked up all of that. The Kylo Ren's mini scale, like I have all the other mini scales. Thanks to George, so I wanted to like finish that collection. I do like the UCS ATST. I think it looks really clean. But it's like there's sets in between. Like there's sets in every wave that came out this year that I didn't buy. Like a lot of these I bought specifically for figures, but also like the figures are one of my like big things when it comes to sets. Like the Death Star, I'm gonna build because it's the Death Star and it's big and I like it. Whereas like
40 minutes in, they hadn't even said hey to everybody in the room yet.
Yeah, we have.
We have.
We did, yeah, they did some.
Oh, you did some. So did you see EMS said they used points and got 550 off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got about 400 off.
I mean, I knew Renee was going to get it. There's a couple people I knew were going to get it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
think
between that,
my goal now is to keep buying stuff for the mocks coming up.
Yeah.
Like i.e. parts and stuff off of Pick-a-Brick.
mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to keep stockpiling points. I really want to say that I'm going to buy the modular this year, but I haven't got the modular in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure about that, but my next big purchase will more than likely be the Venator.
Yeah. Well, like, part of the reason I did this now was because going into next year, like once I get Hacksaw taken down and I start working on builds for next year, like then most of my focus is going to be on parts. But I also know that like I don't see Lego backing down on their inflation going into next year, and so I didn't want to get to like May 4th of next year and have January wave and May wave and still be missing stuff from this year, because then like the price tag goes even higher. So it's like, let me get this and I can reset in January and start fresh for next year, but then also be able to start working on mocks. Because like this is everything else, everything that came out this year that I didn't already have that I wanted. So and like I'm not even going to build any of this stuff right now. It's all going to go under the table. I don't have space for it. But I did tell Sabrina she can build the Ghost GWP while I build the Death Star, and I'll probably still finish first.
My big thing is next week's the last time I'm showing the bulge, so the bulge is coming apart, and I have not finished sorting what I have down here yet, like I thought I would be. Right now, I'm getting a bunch of other colors separated. So my goal is to bring the bulge down here, leave it all in the boxes. Don't take it apart yet. Then I'm going to everything else will be cleaned up by like then, and then I'm going to start building the 4 vignettes, the 4 small vignettes. And I am just going to kind of take what I have in the Battle of the Bulge and transfer as much as I can to a Ross, like the Mills plates and everything else. Then I will go from there to finish cleaning up, because mostly everything I have is wiped. Trees are going to be easily recycled. I won't be using that design, so the ferns are just going to be thrown in a box, but stuff like that's pretty easy. I have a lot of like cleaning up to do. So anybody that wants to come help.
The unfortunate part about how involved I've become in the Lego community is that I like am in a constant cycle of tear down a mock, build a mock, tear down a mock, build a mock. And so all of the unsorted brick that I have down here doesn't ever get touched. But like the downside is that as I'm sourcing parts, like I've got a pile of stuff over here that I picked up at Brick Fair, all parts for a build that doesn't really have anywhere to go right now because it's all sorted, but I don't want to just put it into drawers because then it takes up, 12 drawers that is going to use, but then probably just get folded into its color because it's not a color I'm going to necessarily need. And so like I'm trying to figure all that out without having to order more bins because I'm very quickly running out of real estate. But like in all the ways that I have of sourcing parts throughout the year, whether it be through like my lug or through Pick-a-Brick or Bricklink, I'm trying to start kind of watching like what I'm ordering, because I don't, and unless I kind of change up how I have stuff organized down here.
Tron said that he would come help.
Yeah,
but he's limited getting around. Wolverine has a name for it. It's called Wheels.
that is true. I mean, yeah, I'll pay somebody in dark tan 1x1 plates.
You mean? Well, I got like 2,000 of them sitting in front of me.
I probably have.
I
Well,
know. Shut up.
the bin of ones I've taken off of sections I've been taking apart is probably about 5,000. The bin under me is God knows how many. But
I do.
yeah,
So with the mocks that are coming up and the stuff I'm doing, everybody that's in the chat, I want to hear. So I'm going back and forth with the Star Wars thing and with the collaboration that I've decided to do with a couple of friends. It's pretty much going to be 100% a made up planet. So I'm going to give y'all the option. I will be also asking this on Instagram. What so grass, stuff like that, what colors would you like to see? I was leaning towards like dark green, but that's honestly just because I have an abundance of it. And then of course dark tan will be the dirt.
what is this for? Your Star Wars planet?
Yeah. Because like it's gonna have some like vegetation and stuff on it, and I've got a bunch of ferns and other plant pieces in crazy colors.
Yeah.
Like
what story are you telling?
it's gonna be just a Clone Wars story.
Okay. What legion are you using?
I have a lot.
Of options?
Yeah, I have. So in phase 2, I have maybe how many came in that latest battle pack? The one where it was those and the super droids.
The Clones versus Droids battle pack?
Yeah.
It was 1 shock trooper and 3 plain P2s.
So I know I have over 25 shock troopers. I
Okay.
probably have.
So if you have 25 shock troopers, then you have 75 P2s.
Yeah. I know I have over 150 501st. I have about the same in 332nd. And then
Second. Okay. I was thinking 327th. I was like, Jesus.
I have a crap ton of random like Clone Army custom stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to order some more black because I have a couple other vignettes I have to do, but I also picked up the entire named lineup of 501st, like Tup, Hardcase, Kix, Dogma, Jesse, all of that from the Umbara arc and Hardcase. And I want to do that like vignette style, but I have all of them, and I have a bunch of the 212th from the ATTEs. I kind of want to do the friendly fire scenes. I just need to get a P2 waxer.
Tron said green or bright green or olive. I have a bunch of olive.
Yeah, olive is a vibe.
A lot of my olive though is going to go towards the Ross build.
We'll just get more forehead.
Yeah, I could.
I mean, you could do like olive green transition to dark green, minimize how much you need. Let that be your blending tone from dark tan to dark green.
Panzer said
like
olive mixed in.
Yeah.
Cascadia said do Hoth. Purple, white, blue, dark pink would make a wild planet color for terrain if it's a made-up planet. I thought about that. I just don't have those.
I'll say that would require him to order parts he doesn't already have.
Yeah.
So I'm saying doing the Umbara, I'd have to order like trans purple dish pieces. I'm like, I'm not trying to do all that. I will say though, the new the one by round.
If I took the Battle of the Bulge and I took all the trees off of it and I just put an AT-AT on it, can that be Hoth?
I mean, yeah, pretty much.
All right, I will build a Hoth mock.
It's K today said Bearded likes ordering new parts though. He does like ordering new parts. That is true. Every like 2 weeks I get a picture. Guess what I ordered from Pick-a-Brick?
I do have I have calmed down. The only 2 orders I have out right now are figs.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, he's calmed down on parts because he's spending a kidney on figures.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm spending quadruple on figures that I would on parts.
Yeah.
Granted, I will say that it is a very nice feeling. A very nice feeling being a mock builder, doing something as big as I'm doing, and knowing that I just bought the entire, like, I'm not going to say all because I still have to get the Germans, but I bought every British soldier I'm going to use plus some in one go.
Yeah, and then you're
And
gonna sell me some when you're done.
That was a nice feeling.
Arm goes Hoth 1944.
Yeah.
There's a company, I think it's called like the 13th Floor or something like that. They make like poster prints, and it's famous like World War II pictures, but like Star Warsified.
Have you seen the guy who goes to Goodwill's and buys paintings, and he'll come home and like add Star Wars scenes to the paintings?
I have not.
I have to send you some. They're pretty
Okay.
crazy.
But I have a couple of the 13th Floor ones, like the one, it's the flag raising on Iwo Jima, but instead of the Marines, it's stormtroopers raising the Imperial flag.
I'm not doing Kashyyyk.
I have one
that
of
would be
the
cool. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, that's true. Papa Trip said for Star Wars you could do Orto Plutonia.
I have no idea what that is.
You remember the Clone Wars arc where they wore the snow gear and they were fighting the like Yeti looking guys?
But I don't have the minifigs.
I mean, you could fix that. You like buying figs.
I'm not buying any figs.
Well, you didn't say that. I
I'm
mean,
trying
you could do Orto Plutonia and it just be wrong using normal P2s.
Could.
You know, since Bastogne was so horribly inaccurate.
It really was. I should have added a lot of Germans.
Yeah. Should have added some more tanks too.
Yeah, show me spaces for tanks.
Tulls on up. Yeah, the Tulls.
I did get my first comment in a while that I didn't know how to respond to.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said that
you should make me a channel admin so I can respond to people.
this is on Instagram.
Oh.
They responded with, you know, that the forest was further away from Bastogne than a couple of feet. I was like,
Well, the city ends somewhere and the woods start somewhere.
I was like, you're correct, but I also didn't want a 45-foot long mock.
Yeah, also fair. If you had said you had a mock and it was 45 feet long, I would have shot you.
That's next year.
No, it's not. There's no show next year. By not responding, that was the best response. Yeah, fair.
Probably.
Yeah, I don't know. I have some cool thoughts for, like, I would love to branch out and do other things, but I think as it is, like, I spread myself really, really thin when it comes to mocks, especially trying to do small stuff and big stuff. So I think I need to, like, kind of pick and choose. And I might even do it, like, after I finish Okinawa in 27, I have one more bigger build that I'm going to do after that, that I've wanted to do for years. And then when that build is done, I might kind of pull back and do some smaller but like super detailed stuff that'll let
The
me
first small one I'm gonna do is the ricochet shot, busting the tree apart and making it more detailed and better off the Tiger 2.
Yeah,
That's my first thing I'm doing.
I need you to send me a picture of the tank blast, so that I can steal it.
The shot or the ricochet?
Yeah, the shot.
All right.
Because I'm gonna light up the next build, which it's October and I haven't even revealed what I'm building next year. Jesus Christ! All right, I gotta get on that shit. I mean, not that anybody's gonna see it, but since we don't have a show,
You're building it for the love.
I'm building it for my Instagram followers. Oh boy.
Whoa! Don't be a hater. Some of your Instagram followers are watching this, Caden.
Some of them are on here with me. What do you mean? I mean, honestly, I'm pretty sure there's 12 people watching. At least 6 of them follow me on Instagram, and the other 6, you guys suck.
Gene
No,
said
but
that he isn't following you anymore because the only reason he was following you is so
Yeah.
he could go to Brick Fair, Virginia, and see your builds.
and now he's not because he doesn't go to Brick Fair.
Yeah, well, he can't.
It's true. Cascadia just said, "Time to unfollow Caden." Haha. Yeah, I don't know. I think now
Hey,
I will
hey,
say
y'all should all message me on Instagram with ideas for the Star Wars thing. How about that?
there you go.
I'm
I do
already
think
doing
though,
like an entire mock because Cascadia said one idea.
yeah. I think if Brick Fair stopped happening and I stopped building on such a strict timeline, that I would maybe focus more on like the content creation aspect of it, but I don't know.
Nah, screw
Yes,
that portion of it.
Andrew goes, "Yeah, I follow you, so I'm watching you." Yeah, but I also follow you, so that goes both ways, Andrew. Yeah, no, we'll see, but yeah, I don't know.
I need you to,
no.
y'all to take all the purple 1x1 plates and tiles out of y'all's store.
Before.
Because I might have an
Who
idea.
needs them?
Me,
You need them?
I need them.
I
Let me
might
buy
have
'em
an
first.
idea.
Let me buy them, and then I'm gonna resell them to Richard for 50% more.
You want the purple or the dark purple?
Yes.
Just whatever Caden wants to buy, sell it to him, and then I'll buy it from like a. So he's stuck with the pieces.
Well, I will say, I bought these. So the castle build I had at Brick Fair, these are translucent purple plates. I bought these for my original idea, and then never used them. So I just have 400 trans purple 1x2 plates that I will never use.
That'll be all right. I got on Whatnot and in Gene's box over here, just because they were like $2 for the auction that I won. I bought 400 1x2 lime green tiles, and all I did was put them in Gene's bag or box. I was like, I don't know what I'll ever use these for, but for that price, I
use them
could
as packing material and send them to George.
Yeah, that is true. No, I've got the rest of the Yamato for that.
There you go. Yeah. Now the I'm trying to think. I think I don't even know about the weirdest part, but like I probably have like 10,000 1x1 plates in coral because they were on the Pick-a-Brick wall when Charm City was doing our underwater collab.
I would love to do something underwater.
So we'll just buy some figs and then you could do Mon Cala from Star Wars. Buy the scuba troopers.
I don't want to buy the figs. I'm trying to use the figs I already have.
But you could just buy figs.
Or what I could do to get me out of building anything big is I could just build like a couple small vignettes showing some minifigs. You want to buy some clone troopers?
Do I want to buy some clone troopers?
Yeah.
Depends. How good of a deal you're going to give me.
How many do you want?
All of them.
I'll sell you them all. If you buy them all, $4 a piece. But you have to buy them all.
You do the math on what that comes out to, and you let me know.
I'm going to tell you right now, there's over 500 down here.
Okay, so that's 2,000.
His math is mathing tonight.
You take you got finance plans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interest is terrible though.
The interest is 1x1 plates in dark tan.
I will tell you that my financial advisor, Gene C. Krause, does all my deals, and you have to sign the paper that he presents.
Does your other financial advisor, Miss Haley Harding, does she accept cookies as interest payment?
No.
Damn it. We were all there. Yeah. See, thank you, Arm. Small vignette, he says, which is really going to be like 12 base plates.
That's a small vignette.
No, it's not. It's not even a vignette. That's a small diorama for Richard Harding. That's a like monumental accomplishment for any 9-year-old ever. Yeah, honestly, one of these times I think we need to challenge each other for like do a build challenge like leading up to this, and we take pictures and like that's some of the mocks we show, and we like have a limited space.
What do you mean?
Like that you have like the build challenge for like November is like you have an 8x8 plate. And like that's as big as you can go.
So you would have to give me more rules on that. 8x8 plate, no border.
8x8 plate with a border puts you at what 10x10, but your building size is 8x8. Like you can put a border around it, but the side like you can build onto the border, or like you could freeform off the edge of the border. But they're like 8x8. Your base can't be any bigger than 8x8. And then for December, we can do like 12 feet by 12 feet and see what we come up with.
Last time we had a challenge on this channel, someone got butthurt.
Yeah, was that someone, Richard Harding?
Someone was not me.
Who was it?
Oh, I remember that.
Was it someone who's no longer on this show?
Yes.
Yeah.
Was it Drew?
No.
No.
Oh, was it
Drew
Noah?
came in second.
Drew came in second. Did he come in second because he used
Drew,
Coral?
Drew came in first.
I'm sorry, Drew came in first. Richard came in second.
Uh-huh.
We had a contest because I had told them that there's if you go back to like when I first started this channel, I tried to do things, and one of the things I tried to do was have guests on here. We both build the same set, and whoever gets done first wins.
Okay.
Well, we had that with Drew. It was me, Drew, and Noah. Well, Noah like went online and like studied the instructions and like learned where like what bags were what pieces that are in it.
That
And
sounds like something he would do.
Yeah, he tried way too hard. And then like the thing was after we had to show the stuff to Gene, and Gene would deduct if like stickers weren't straight or stuff wasn't on there like absolutely correct.
Yeah.
And that being said, ended up pushing Drew into first.
And there's time penalties if you got gigged on stuff.
Yeah. Well, that would be a cool idea, though. Like, maybe going forward, like, maybe not for each week, but maybe it's like, you know, the last week of each month or something. That, like, for each month, you have a build challenge.
I was about to say,
like,
how about me and you make this bet? You're on here once a month, right?
I mean, I've been on, well, I guess I haven't been on technically twice this month because now it's October, but.
All right, even if you're not on, everybody listening, I'll make the post about it. So he's on. It's the 1st of October. Every month, we pick a size plate, build a small vignette on it of the choosing of some random person in the chat, and then we'll show it at the 1st of next month. So it'll be shown at the first show of November, and let everybody like vote to win.
See, I mean, we could do that, but I think we could also like. If you use your community tab, and then we can use our Instagrams, but like for the audience, at least that we have like live in here, like do a like not build contest, but like a build challenge, and then like have the first show of each month, the mocks that we bring are like everybody's entries.
Well, we've thought about that before, and we've tried something like that on Good Morning Brick World. I am down with something like that.
Yeah.
But the problem that was caused with the other is it just like it seemed not everybody was okay with it. I am definitely down. We have talked about it before. I am definitely down with us having a monthly mock challenge and it being judged at the first.
I mean, even if we do like the size thing, like if we say for November, like the build challenge for November, so you have all month to work on it, is you have a 10x10 size limit, and that's like the only restriction. And we see what people come up with, and then everybody like submits their pictures, you know, either like through Instagram or like can message you or I, get our email and send them to us. and then we like the first episode of November, you show them off.
I mean, I'm down with that.
Yeah, we can try it. See what happens.
What does everybody in the chat think?
Yeah.
You have a 1 month time limit, like Tron said.
Yep. I think that would be cool because it also like it gets the immediate audience involved as well. Like we bring random stuff that we find on the onlines, but
Tron says sounds interesting.
Be interesting to see what people come up with.
Sounds interesting, or sounds like he'd do it.
I mean,
I'm down to start it. I have. Yeah. I mean,
even if only Richard and I are the ones building.
Like Caden can't. Like I can make a post every month on the community tab, and we can post the pictures. Well, everybody would. Well, I guess you could post the picture as a comment, couldn't you? But I wouldn't do that because that's going to give it away. That would show people what you're building, and I don't want to do that because that if it's just between me and you even, and I see what you're building, then I'm going to try to like change.
Try to one-up me. Yeah. No, I'm going to send it to you at 7:58 before we get on.
So Papa Trip asked how the 3D printing adventure is going. Want to know if it's helping with Lego organization. So Papa Trip, go back and watch last week's show. We did a whole segment on the 3D printing parts that we're using for organization now. It's pretty intense, and it's prompted messages from 3 or 4 people this week wanting files or wanting to know what I'd charge for different pieces.
So I'm gonna try to make this even. So the first month it's Halloween, so we'll make this a Halloween mock that gets judged November 1st, or the first Sunday in. Or hold on, wait. Instead of doing that, let me pull this up real quick. Let me pull up a calendar. So the last Wednesday, Wednesday is the 29th.
The last Wednesday of this month?
Yeah, so it has to be built by the 29th so it can be shared to me and I can get all the info up. So I would say it has to be built by the 28th.
So we would show it on the last episode of this month, not the first episode of next month.
Yeah, because if we do Halloween for this month, it doesn't make any sense to show it because it'll be November 5th.
I mean, you're the only one saying Halloween. I just said build on a 10x10 plate, but
we have to come up with a theme.
Not necessarily. That is the theme, 10x10 plate. You build anything you want, 10x10 plate.
What does everyone in the chat think? How about that?
I prefer seeing a theme.
Yeah.
Tron said, can it be Mocktober? But think about it. If we do it every month, we can call it something every month. I have been wanting to push myself because I have an entire box full of horror figs. Like,
I don't.
Leatherface, Jason.
Yeah. I think at least as far as the getting getting it out there, like if you post after tonight, right? If we figure it out, like after tonight, you post on the community tab of like what we're doing, and then you post on the podcast Instagram, what we're doing, and then you just share that on yours. I'll share it on mine.
Podcast Instagram doesn't really have the following that I have.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But you post it there, and then you share it through yours. I'll share it through mine, and then that way you get or I think you can, if you do it as a post, you can even add collaborators, because then you could add your personal, you could add mine, and then you can have like a means of submitting entries in the post that would be like privated until the episode. Well, Andrew, there isn't a 10x10 plate, but you can create a 10x10 plate with a 6x6, 2 4x6s, and a 4x4.
Or 8x8 and 2x8 and 2x10.
Yeah. You got options.
Yeah, I'm down. Y'all let me know so I can make because I'll actually go in and like edit a picture for it.
Yeah.
Let me know what y'all would like to do as a theme. or like he
I think
said,
it
if
needs
it's
to be. I think it needs to be Halloween.
I mean, I'm down with that.
Yeah, could do Halloween. And then do we want to put a size limit on it?
That's what I was about to say. What do you? So when we did the Good Morning Brick World, the size limit was always nothing bigger than a 16 by 16.
Okay, yeah, I got plenty of those. I'll find the one with the hole in it just to piss you off.
That's not going to piss me off. It's going to let me know you're doing great quality work there.
That's gonna piss me off. Yeah, no, we could do that. So no bigger than a 16 by 16 plate, and Halloween themed.
And everybody, are we doing? So everybody submits one, and then me and you reverse each other.
I mean, yeah, we could do that.
At the end of the year, we calculate who has like more wins, and they get a trophy bought and built by the other person.
I don't know about all that. We can figure all that out.
The whole thing started out simple, and now it's gotten.
Yeah, now
really
he's trying to get me to buy stuff.
So Halloween 16 by 16.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool. And then we can figure out like to what like capacity we want to, because we could also like, we could do like a habitat month where like, you build to the habitat spec and the theme is like a certain like theme of figures or something like that. Like we got lots of options.
You need to get some people in your lug, and we need to get some people in my lug to participate in this.
Okay. Yeah, if you want to put together like a graphic of what we're doing, I'll share it around just to get people involved. But yeah, that would be cool. Now I got to go find some like super obscure historical event that happened on Halloween. Since I don't know.
Have you ever heard of Michael Myers? Duh.
Well, I don't own a Michael Myers minifigure.
Too bad. So I don't know if a lot of people know this or not. I don't know that Caden knows this. There's some people, I know Will does, I know Gene does. So when I first done my thing where I was going to be on Lego Masters, and I had to submit a mock, they had me build like 3 or 4 things. And then once I got past that stage, the next thing they wanted me to do was build a mock of like a movie genre.
Yeah.
And I had asked them what's something that nobody's ever done before that's never been submitted. And they said that they've never had one of a horror. So I did a Friday the 13th mock. I am not sure that I ever posted pictures of it. I have the video from what I sent them of it. But I may revamp that and do something with that because I know I have a Jason fig that's open.
You shared the video or pictures of it on one of the early shows, and Mark was still in.
Yeah. Tron said he's in neither lug, so he's neutral. He's Switzerland.
That's fair. Dude, I like that there are other people who say that. I use that all the time. Like when somebody or like people are arguing, I'm just like, I'm gonna Switzerland. I'm just gonna chill. Mine will be a colonial Halloween. Yeah, I just looked up some interesting historical events that happen around Halloween.
Is there really some historical events that have happened?
Yeah.
Like what? Just out of curiosity.
Well, I'm not gonna tell you.
Well, I can Google it too.
Well, yeah, but you gotta guess which one I'm building. So
I'm not worried about that. I already told you. I more than likely am going to build a Friday the 13th mock.
Well, I'll tell you after. But yeah, I mean, like it'd be interesting. I think if it's something that like, if people actually like do and participate in, like if it's not just like the same like 2 or 3 of us every month, like if we get some new people every now and again, then that would be cool. But and like doing small stuff too, because then like the barrier to entry is a lot lower. Like 16 by 16 plate is not big at all. Like,
well, another big thing to think of this is it all gives us the ability to learn techniques.
Yeah, even from each other, techniques, colors, all kinds of fun stuff. But Yeah, no, that would be awesome. I think like because we can go into December, do like holiday themed, stuff, like kind of play into like each month's theme in some capacity.
It'll also help me if other people do it to show off mocks, because I have learned that this week I am running out of stuff to people to like show.
Yeah, I didn't bring anything this week, unfortunately. Maggot
We were all
Shade,
slack this week.
partially
I've got
turned
some,
out.
but I normally have like 40 some pictures, and I've only got 32 pictures.
You have how many pictures?
I only have 32
32 pictures of what?
different like mocks and stuff.
32 is a lot.
Not really. 'Cause
I
you got to
thought you
think
normally
everybody
have
normally
less
takes
than that.
5 or 6 pictures of a mock.
Well, I mean that's fair.
Remind me, Gene, also when this ends, I have to tell you something. I don't want to give out his info on here, but
Yep.
he said, thanks for keeping it regional, like my Denver experience.
So Papa Trip asked if we'd used any of Tiago's 3D models, and I don't think we have yet. I've seen some of his stuff, and there's some really cool Lego related stuff he does, but I don't think we've done any of it.
He said, Moto said these awards are or the crowns are like Twitch but worse.
That is true.
I went on some people's like, and I get why YouTube did it. It's like the addiction of I have to comment to get up one, which comments don't do anything but help us out anyway. So comment more and more. Dude, I'm telling you right now, this is cooler than any Death Star you could ever build.
I mean, that's fine. I'm not building a Black Pearl though. I'm building Death Star. So, boom roasted.
Just like the rest of the challenge, you'll always be in second place.
I'm sorry. Who won best battle scene at Brick Fair this year?
Technically, I've got an award too if you really want to get with that. But I also didn't cheat by having everyone in my lug.
That's not cheating. That's called networking.
Who picked the judges?
I mean,
it was also Caden's like really good friend.
Technically, me. Well, I think one of the things I realized after the fact, especially with the I'm
just asking for a friend here.
The drama of Brick Fair this year, I think going forward, like I don't know why I didn't think about it, because Mark nominates historical and I nominated battle scene. Like we nominate together anyway. Like if we just switch, like he nominates battle scene and I nominate historical, because then it doesn't matter. But it would be I don't know, it would be interesting.
But I will honestly say that the Hacksaw Ridge was a lot better.
I mean, I don't know if I would go that far. Like
me and you have two way different aspects.
Yeah.
There's certain stuff that I wish I would have done different. There's certain stuff I'm sure you wish you would have done different.
Yeah, I mean, there's always going to be. That's just our nature.
But at the end of the day, yours was definitely a lot cleaner.
Well, I appreciate that.
Richard, I like the way you do that so you can avoid sending them a paycheck for being on the show.
Nah, it's just the truth. Like I said, like he was ready and had a lot more. I'm not going to call it preparation because I would like to say I prepared for it. I just didn't use my preparation.
Prepared for what?
Like just building the mock. Like I winged 100% of that.
Oh, well, you also rebuilt it and built it like 5 times.
Yeah.
So with my help. Yeah, I mean, I definitely like, and I've talked about it a little bit on here before, like my building process, like when I start a mock, like I lay out base plates, but then I spend a good 2 weeks just doing research and like finding maps and reference material and like.
Well, see, that's what was weird is finding reference material.
I mean, there was virtually none for Hacksaw. Like a lot of it did come from the movie, which I hated, but it was a lot more up in the air than other mocks have been, and that seems to be a recurring issue with like my next build, trying to do research for that. Like the generality that I've been kind of explaining it as is not something that I can find. Like I have to pick a pinpointed location. And
that's why I've done mine off of a video game map, because if you Google a Ross 1940, you're going to find about 15 different pictures, and they're all pictures of tanks stuck on a hill somewhere.
Yeah. Well, like so I'm trying not to disclose the build since I haven't announced it yet, but like if I just Google the general name of what I'm building, it like nothing exists. I get a bunch of random generic Pacific War pictures. But then if I try to find something uber specific, it just like it doesn't exist. So
It's extremely weird that me and you have these complications, and Eric just has a whole entire detailed book of how this factory was built and ran.
Yeah. I mean, so like I have access to like the US Naval Institute. I have access to their entire archive. And yet even still, like when I reach out for certain things, they'll come back and be like, we don't really have anything super specific on that, but here's this. And it's like completely the opposite of what I'm looking for. Like, thanks. That's not super helpful, but thanks.
Moto said, just building a mock early days, so it's a struggle until I solve the complex stuff before getting the easy greebling and details.
Jorge's here.
Jorge.
What's up, Jorge?
Hold on, technical difficulties.
Oh boy.
Ready?
Somebody call IT support.
Okay.
Unplug it and plug it
Better
back
late
in.
than never, boys. Yeah. I had to turn it on first.
So George, you've missed this, but me and Caden had an idea that we're going to start doing. Every month, we're going to have a challenge.
I've been listening.
Oh, yeah? Okay. So you don't need to know anything.
No.
Are you gonna jump in on this too? You gonna build with us? It's a 16 by 16 plate. Yeah, you might as well.
I need something to take my mind off the Arleigh Burke every now and then, and re-spark some interest in free building something
I'm
like
still
that.
gonna be really mad at you if that damn thing don't float.
Oh, it's not gonna float.
It's gonna stink.
I can put a few things in there that will float.
There you go. Well, I saw a post the other day that I saved on my phone that in 1952, the USS Wisconsin got hit by a single shell from a North Korean artillery battery.
Yes.
And so it responded with all 9 of its 6-inch guns, to which an escort ship responded temper.
Yeah.
It's like, yep, that's the U.S. Navy for you. You shoot at us once, we're going to just obliterate you.
Oh, that's like the USS Texas during Normandy Beach invasion. Flooded its one side to lean back and get a little extra range on its guns.
Yep. I mean, I do find it like one of the funniest things for Okinawa that I learned when I was doing initial research was the whole like story behind the Yamato, that like it was sailing to beach itself and then turn around and basically use itself as like coastal artillery to just bomb Fifth Fleet. And then we just sunk it like 200 miles away anyway.
Hell yeah.
Well, I mean, in the you said the name of it the other week, but I forgot the Okinawa mountain with the cave systems. I mean, we pulled a battleship.
All of them?
Yeah, we pulled a battleship up to that and just fired at the ground. We fired at the mountain, at the
Mount
volcano.
Ye?
I don't know if it was Mount Ye.
Hacksaw? Sugarloaf? There's a lot of mountains on Okinawa.
It was one of the actual volcanoes.
There aren't any volcanoes on Okinawa.
Hold on.
There's Mount Suribachi. That's on Iwo. But there are no volcanoes on Okinawa. General Tron says, "Don't want the real nerds raking me over the coals on inaccuracies."
Better get Yellow Shirt in here.
Bro, yeah, let's get Yellow Shirt to get on here and he can judge our first build challenge.
It was at the Battle of Attu, ATTU.
Bless you.
Attu is in Alaska, my guy. Definitely not
says-
Okinawa.
It says the Battle of Attu in the Aleutian, or however you say that, islands.
Aleutian Islands. Yep.
Whatever that is.
So that's in
Oh.
the Coral Sea.
And the one on Okinawa, it's hold on.
I'm interested now because I want to know A, what the hell you're looking at, and B, where you got. Because I mean, there is an Attu atoll in the Aleutian Islands, but Attu is also a city in Alaska.
So one of them was the Shuri Castle,
That's not a mountain, but okay.
and
Shaped like one.
I mean, it is now.
the other one was this Aleutian Islands.
Mm-hmm. So not Okinawa.
It said no. The Shuri Castle is under Okinawa.
Well, yeah, Shuri Castle's on Okinawa, but it's not a volcano or a mountain.
Well, Papa, I'm glad you got to see me real quick. Have a good evening.
I hope your dinner's delicious.
It also says Iwo Jima for Mount
Suribachi. Yeah,
Yes,
that is a volcano.
Yeah, apparently we just fired at it.
I mean, we probably fired at it a lot, considering Mount Suribachi was where like the entire southwestern or like southern force was held up.
Very, very heavily fortified.
Yeah, they had 105 millimeter naval guns built into gun emplacements in the side of Mount Suribachi. So, yeah, we were trying to blast that out. 100%. Attu, in the Aleutians, I'm less familiar with, but Shuri Castle, I am quite familiar with, and that is definitely not a mountain nor a volcano. It is built on top of a mountain, and we did shell the living hell out of it.
I got 2 more bags, and I'm going to be done with this thing.
Yeah.
You're awful quiet, Gene.
Yeah. You get Richard and Caden talking, you don't need to. I'm just focused on what I'm doing.
Well, I'll just hit mute and join you.
I was going to say, well, I've got mocks if y'all are ready for them.
Yeah, go for it.
I showed up just for this.
So first, always, we did have some Lego leaks. Are they anything cool? Not really. This is the next gift with purchase.
Awesome.
Yeah, whatever. We are getting another promo with a gift with purchase for Disney. It's going to have a $130 threshold. Starting late October, it's going to be a TV with 3 iconic scenes that are interchangeable. With it only being 270 pieces.
Yeah, that seems either very small or very limited.
Yeah, I'm wondering if the scenes are just going to be pictures like the Game Boy has.
Yeah.
Like the lenticular photos, but I think that that's going to awfully a lot to do for a gift with purchase.
Threshold is such a good word.
Yeah. We're getting 2 more Batmobiles, one from Batman vs Superman, which was the most worst Batman ever, and the Batman Batmobile from the movie The Batman. This is what I'm actually excited about. We did find out last week that the big Lego set coming out for Pokemon is a buildable Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and Charmander. We're also getting a Pikachu and Pokeball that's 2,500 pieces or 2,050 pieces, and we're getting an Eevee that's 600 pieces. I am down for all of this. This will be something I collect the whole theme of.
So you're gonna spend $650. No, even more than that. You're gonna spend $650, $850. You're gonna spend $950. Yeah, you're gonna spend $1,000 on Pokemon, but not on a Death Star. Crazy.
You're correct. How many Death Stars do you have?
How many do I have?
Yeah,
17.
You have 1. I have 2 already.
No, I have 17.
You don't have 17.
I do actually. I have 2. The other one's the gift with purchase from 2 years ago.
Well, then I have 3.
Mathin.
The first mock that I wanted to bring is I knew Caden was going to be on, so once again we brought some cool techniques. I don't know how to say this name other than AYR Lego DC.
Okay, I was gonna try to pronounce that. That's pretty clean.
Yeah.
I don't know if I don't know why this bottom corner, like right below where your cursor is. Nope, to
Here?
the left. Yeah, right there.
It's like a
That
burp.
looks like the corner burp. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like it's obviously not, but like this. Or wait, is it?
I don't know. What tricked me out is these plates are just kind of on the ground. Like this, I thought was 2x and built underneath, but these are definitely tiles that are just on the ground.
Yeah.
But regardless, he has no slopes. I mean, there's some here, but this is all blocky. But
Yeah.
this building right here, the
Building's
color
pretty clean.
variation is pretty perfect.
Yeah, I do
And
like that.
It looks fairly simple.
I mean, yeah, I do like the kind of scroll-esque work under the cantilever towards the top there. Well, those, but then like underneath where that green, right?
This?
Yeah, right there. Those look pretty good.
What I really liked about this was something that stood out to me. The shield is droid arms.
Yep.
And the weapon is the axe head sideways on top of a 1x6 bar.
Like a pike, like a rounded pike. Yeah,
Which
I don't
all
know if
that-
I am a fan of the blockiness of the landscape, but then again, like that's not the focal point. So,
Yeah.
but
The
yeah,
tree
no,
looks really good.
yeah.
The
It almost
one
seems like
thing
the
that
building is like out of proportion.
The one thing I don't like these bush pieces. I don't know what it is about them. I've never
man,
liked
Yeah,
That's classic Lego.
Yeah, I've just never liked them.
I mean, I use them for palm trees, but like for
Tron says that is a corner burp, just very well concealed.
okay, that's kind of what I thought. I was like, that's where my eye immediately went to. It was like either he did a really like bang up job of trying to recreate that on purpose. I don't think I knew those came in any other color than dark gray.
I didn't either.
But I mean, I don't use burps or lerps, but
I don't like burps. I think it's cheating.
yeah, I prefer sneezes.
Good belch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think I prefer slopes too. Like I have definitely seen people take the burps and like blend them in very well, like use them more as like support and use slopes to kind of round them out. Now I will say, I think playing into the rest of his landscape, I think it accents it really well, that like it kind of matches. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, all no, it's clean though. I like it.
I dropped a rigid hose on the ground, and I never thought I was going to be able to get that.
I don't know. George just flashbanged us.
Sorry. Here.
Oh, my
There
God.
you go.
I like the contrast between the nougat and the sand green.
Yeah.
Next up, same builder. Complete different techniques on groundwork.
Yeah.
I love the fact that he stuck with the old soldiers, but the only thing that I didn't understand about this build is why he has a black falcon shield.
I mean, it's probably just meant to be some kind of insignia, or
Oh, yeah,
like,
definitely, but it's just it
Well,
threw me off.
sticking with like that old classic Lego, probably. I mean, I appreciate the snot on the side, like on the border.
Yeah.
It is definitely one of the things I've like come to learn doing that technique is that wedge plates are your best friend to mitigate that 90-degree corner all the way around between the snot and the vertical. Which here, like he has a couple spots where he's built out over it, but otherwise you just kind of have that like line. But I mean, the greeble work for the stone is very nice. The color variation in the building I do like as well.
I like
The color
the
variation in the building is very nice.
Yeah,
mason
like
bricks
even the yellow.
representing the stucco kind of being broke off.
Yeah,
I can tell this build was built before white masonry bricks existed.
Yeah.
yeah. But I do like that he's used like the old like yellowed white pieces to add like that weathering effect, like on purpose. At least I hope it was on purpose.
I can't bring myself to do that. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Next up is another build he did. Very, very clean. Once again, this one actually has like a border. I mean, it's pretty simple as far as technique wise. The only thing that's really difficult is the actual base is built bricks sideways. Well, I guess
Is
not.
it?
That could be studs.
Those are
not
tiles.
tiles.
That looks
Yeah.
like
those are
tile.
tiles. Can you scroll in on the top of the tower? I want to see this cannon. Looks like he's using the telescope for the barrel, which is interesting.
Yes. It gets smaller as it goes.
Small shot.
Interesting.
Nice looking tower.
Yeah. I like the curvature and everything.
And then step on a brick. I'm pretty sure we all follow this guy, right?
Maybe.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
This
Oh,
is
yeah.
the difference of what
100%.
you can do with some rocks.
Yeah. Well, he's got nets in there too. You can see
Yeah,
it in the pathway
right here.
right there. Yep.
But this tree,
Using
that's
the
a
orc
dinosaur.
dinosaur tail, the big goblin like
No,
orc.
that's a dinosaur.
Is it?
That's a dinosaur. Where the legs go,
Oh,
he's
wow.
slow.
Oh, yeah.
Those
Yeah,
are
yeah.
Hulk
crazy.
arms. That's
Yeah.
the hat. All of these are minifig arms with hands.
Yeah. Yeah, I've definitely seen this build. The rock work is insane. I like that.
Dinosaur.
I will say, look, I've seen a lot more people utilizing like minifigure hands as like small like foliage appendages.
Yeah.
I do like it, and I think since they released that like long, not string, but like the long like rubber flexible piece in those kind of more earthy tones, a lot more people have been using it as like vines. I definitely want to get my hands on some of those.
Overall, this right here is a very nice build.
Yeah.
I would like to see the internal structure that's holding all that rock work together.
It looks like confetti.
Probably. Did you see the build that I reposted on my story yesterday with the Huey?
Yes, I saved
And like
that.
the rotor wash with the claw piece? That was cool. Now I did find out he bought a bulk of fake claw pieces.
So we
the Lego
looked
ones
into
are
that. There is a buddy, I'm not going to call him out, but me and him were talking about that because the claw pieces from Lego are not cheap.
Yeah. Yeah, he posted, I think the guy who built it posted on his story. He's like, for anyone who wants to build their own rotor wash, buy these from like AliExpress. You can get 100 for like $3 or something like that.
Yeah. This is another build by him. Once again, the rock work on this one is definitely a lot better. This is very clean. Also, another huge tree builds that are all brick built.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean the free form aesthetic of this I definitely like. The water especially. The rock work on the right side I definitely like more.
That's a face of a statue. I like that.
Yeah. The rock work up close. I'm not as big of a fan of. I try to stay away from 2x slopes.
Kaden, did you catch that this was a face?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think like the way that it's blended into like the rock work he has on the other, like to the right of that.
I see what you're saying.
Like he's got snot work in there and some other stuff like really kind of like holding that in. Whereas like up close on the left, he's got like the lerps in there. He's got 2x slopes, like some bigger pieces to like more fill space. It almost seems like. But the way he's got the like the water blended in there with all the different coloration for depth.
Yeah.
And the way it kind of like peters off. I really like that. I want to do a build like that with one of the landings as a vignette.
That's what I did with the castle. It is very, very piece like I had tons and tons of 1x2 tiles.
I really like that borderless look.
Yeah. In what? Trans clear or trans light blue?
Both.
Sell me some.
I can't. So I went to the Lego store last 2 years ago, I guess.
Yeah.
With Chef.
Yeah.
And we walked in, and the guy had a box of them that he had just put out. It was at Brick Fair, Virginia, and Chef got a cup full of 1x2s out of it. I bought the rest of the box, and the guy was like, "We have 2 more boxes in the back," and I was like, "I'll buy both."
Okay. Yeah.
So I bought them all. Right now, without what's not sorted, I have 2 of these Shaw's shoe boxes.
Yeah. The 6-quart?
These?
Yep.
Full of tiles.
Yeah. Well, the my pick-a-brick wall today, I wasn't planning on getting any parts, considering I was buying all this stuff. But I walked in and looked at the wall anyway. They had 1x5 plates in tan, and I was like, "Yep." So got some of those quarter tiles in light bluish gray, the 2x3 shield tiles in dark bluish gray, and then 1x1 tiles in trans clear.
I need some. I need to step up my 1x5 game.
Yeah, I have 15,000 1x5s in medium nougat if you need some.
No, I have a crap ton in dark orange.
I don't thought the 1x5 came in dark orange yet.
If it's not dark orange, then it is medium nougat. I was buying
Okay.
them whenever I needed to do the dirt for the castle.
On the pick a brick wall?
No,
On what?
Lug bolt?
Online tab?
Bricklink.
On Bricklink.
Oh, yeah.
Crap ton, that's a technical description, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a little less than a shit ton.
Are you sure they don't come in dark orange? Though?
I'm getting ready to check, but we can.
Yeah, say I've got them in medium nougat, light blue,
Yeah.
gray, black, tan.
I could have swore they were dark orange.
I'm pretty sure you're done, but I'll check.
Ooh, hold on.
1x5. No, black, dark
Medium
blue,
nougat.
dark bluish gray, dark pink, light bluish gray, medium nougat, red, tan, white, and yellow.
Then it's medium nougat.
Yeah,
I have no idea what this story is.
I mean whatever it is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tron said that this hill right here is something that happened after whatever felled that head.
Yeah,
And the bridge is grown over too.
Yep.
Next up is the Lego Mock Fan. I found this, which is Stalingrad. I
Yeah.
thought this was another cool, simple, easy build. There's nothing that's too crazy on this, but it looks very, very clean.
yeah, I like it. It's like it's simple but intricate at the same time.
Yeah. There's just not crazy. Like, it's mostly built like normal studs on top.
Right. Well, and
Not
it's one of the things too that like it's a battle scene, but it's not like the battle's not happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the
Well, there's no
interpretation that
destruction
there
against it all. There's nothing.
yeah, but like you can look at it and it's like that these troops are like getting ready for battle or are present in a battling like a war torn area kind of thing.
Yeah.
But no, it's really clean. I like the way they've got the barbed wire built into the sandbags there. Yeah, that's really nice.
Next up, Clay Bricks and AZ. I'm assuming is Arizona. This is a guy that is in one of the lugs I'm in.
My Guido.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm assuming these are all the new Galactic Marines, or are these the old ones?
Those might be CAC. If I can see them from the front, I can tell you. Those are CAC, yeah.
Yeah. Let's say I don't think Lego had that cloth
Well,
pauldron.
yeah, they definitely didn't have the cloth stuff because the Bakara is definitely a CAC helmet for sure. Those look like custom B2s too. I can't even tell
I think they're painted.
what's printed on that. Okay.
We were talking about that in the chat.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're painted. But I thought this is a cool little build.
Yeah. I think he's using the old planet pieces for that
Yeah,
sphere.
it looks like Tatooine is just painted.
Yeah. But that is what I brought. I told you. It's not a lot.
Nice.
Was not a lot.
I'm slacking. I don't have anything.
We know.
Boo. First he's late, then he doesn't bring any mocks.
It's been a busy day.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah, I saw
I
it.
had to take my cart
Went and robbed a bank.
pretty much. Well, I'm standing in the Lego store. I'm
The
like, my
bank
bank's
robbed
not gonna
him.
call me for fraud charges, are they? And he's like, you should be good. All right.
So I will say, on a real note that we've all had to deal with, like adult type things. So I get the invoice the other day to pay for these minifigs, and I go through to pay for them, and it won't go through. And I go through, 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 and I tell the guy that I'm buying them from, and he's like, "Oh, it must be something with like the link. Let me just delete it, and I'll create another invoice." Same thing. It's like when you go through, it immediately takes you to PayPal to pay. Once you click at the bottom to pay, it brings you back to the other screen where you're supposed to scroll down to the bottom to complete purchase. Well, it just says pay with PayPal, so I'm just going back and forth and back and forth. So I hit him up, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on. So he sent me the invoice again in their currency. So try to do it that way. Won't do it. I'm like, what in the world? So I'm like freaking out. The money's there. I'm trying to work at the same time, but I'm also like extremely excited because I'm getting these minifigs. So I'm like, what in the hell is going on? Like, why won't it let this go through? So he like tries something else. So I even take the money out of my account, put it in a savings account, then take it out of the savings account and put it back in the checking account. And I'm like, something, is going to click here in a second. So I do all that, try to pay for it. It won't work. And then like I get like 6 text messages from my bank that's like fraudulent charge, fraudulent charge, fraudulent charge, fraudulent charge. And I was like, well, that explains everything.
Every one of them was charged, wasn't it?
No.
Oh.
No, they blocked every single one of them, luckily. But I ended up getting it to go through. So
there you go. Well, speaking of minifigures, did you pick up the 2nd Raider Battalion 3-pack?
yes, I did.
Yes, sir.
Mine still says they haven't shipped it yet. There's a label created, but no shipping.
Yeah, that's what mine list says too. It's weird. It seems like the last couple drops, like they drop on a Saturday. I'll get there's a shipping label on like Tuesday, and then I'm getting them like the following Monday now instead of that Friday, which is interesting. But
they're slacking is all it is.
Busy.
Yeah. Did you pick them up, George?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
I need to go back and look at them more. I just want the sign.
That's fair.
I know he said he was getting ready to start dropping stuff hot and heavy. I'm like, man, it's the wrong time of the year.
That's what I told him. I was like, we need to know that the first of the month you have a chance to drop this.
Yeah, give me a calendar and prices.
Yeah, honestly. Or like, yeah, I don't know, because it's always like sometimes they'll post like sneak peeks in the Discord, and so I'll see those and I'll be like, all right, well now I'm ready. Or like Evan will post on his story. So like he posted the sign, like close up, and then behind the sign was 3 sets of minifigure legs, and I was like, all right, well obviously there's 3 Marines dropping, and so I was ready with $100. And then when he dropped them, I was like, all right, this is pretty sick. So I'm definitely getting these. But if he starts dropping, I mean, I've still got my store credit because I don't even know how that works. If I just be like,
probably don't either.
I'll probably just be like, I want to use my store credit. And they just like refund me or just ship it to me without it. But
he's like, we don't accept our own store credit here, sir.
Well, I mean, it took
We
him
don't take Republic credits.
It took him what 6 months, 7 months to figure out who won his contest, and then go back and figure out what he said the prize was. Yeah. But I need to get another minifig stand because the one that I have with these 3 figs, I think there's 9 slots left on it, and I think I have 20 plus figures in vignettes.
I was about to say, I just had to start a new case with mine.
Yeah, because between the 2 Ewo builds, the Peleliu build, the Guadalcanal build, and I think that's it. So between those 4 builds, it's what, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus 9, 16. Yeah, I think it's 22 figures between those 4 builds. So
Moto said Castle Star Wars Batman Forever Gray and Black is the death of a scene unless you are shooting a black and white film. At least Sin City did bright colored knockouts.
That is true.
I liked Sin City. I think a Lego build with that would be pretty cool. I think a Lego build of a scene in black and white would be cool.
So I recently rediscovered a technique to do raindrops to make it look like it's raining, and
With
I want to
the-
play with it.
Are you
because-
using the antennas?
It's a mix of antennas, dishes, and like the big bar pieces.
Yeah.
And I want to play with it and I don't know what I'll do with it yet.
You got
I
the
have
Vietnam figs. Do Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Well, I have some ideas, but I also like Okinawa. Like there are parts of Okinawa that were like super bogged down because of rain. So, granted, Lando hasn't done any Okinawa specific like 10th Army Marines yet. But I think I might try to play with something like that. But I'm trying to figure out like to what extent I want to mess with it. But I'm also not trying to add any more vignettes to my lineup of stuff to build. But
You got a pretty much full plate already, don't you?
yeah, I mean between my big build, our collab, that's going to take up a chunk of time, and then I've got 2 vignettes on commission, and then 2 for me personally that I'm working on.
And now we're gonna do a builder challenge each month.
Hey, yeah. So,
Can we start with a Killdozer theme?
We're starting with Halloween. Whatever you
Well, I'll
want.
put a pumpkin on top.
There you go.
First of all, what is a pumpkin?
A pumpkin.
You heard me.
It's a pumpkin.
You ain't never heard of a pumpkin?
You ain't never heard of a pumpkin?
I want
Well,
this
you're more southern than
Killdozer.
I am.
I want this Killdozer, and I have asked for it nicely, and now you are building it and just rubbing it in my face that I don't have it.
No, he's gonna put a pumpkin on it.
I'm gonna put a pumpkin on it.
You know what else you don't have?
Jack-o'-lantern instead?
What'd you say, Caden?
I said, you know what else you don't have? Half a Yamato.
That is true.
Yeah. That's true.
We do have another deal we're trying to work out, so I do have the ability to send him the other half of it to where he can have a full.
What are you sending me? I got stuff to send to you.
I don't know. That's what we were trying to figure out.
He'll just send you an appreciation package for sending him stuff. It'll just be
Yeah.
a box full of broken glass.
And some freaking stink bombs or something
Yeah. Firecrackers.
with a half a Yamato. I don't know if I want to pay that shipping to send it to him.
Yeah, that's fair. Or the hazard fees.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, I don't think I never did it prior because I always had it laid out, but this is the stack of 16 by 16 plates so far from Take Apart Hacksaw. And I still have, I can't even see it. There's a wall of stuff in my way. There's one in front of me, and I think 4 more, and then all the rock sections, which is another 12.
16 by 16s is the one thing that I may have more than you of.
I'm sure you do because I don't usually build on 16 by 16s.
I think I had 200 I ordered for the Burke.
I mean, you have more than I do. I have that stack, which is probably like 60.
Yeah.
I don't know how many base plates. So I don't know how many base plates the Battle of the Bulge is, but there's at least 8 on each base plate.
That's just the tan ones.
Hold on. You built on 32s, right?
Yeah,
So then how the hell are there 8 on each base plate if 4 makes up a base plate?
because there's a mills plate, and then I built up on top of the mills plate to give the depth of down.
Okay.
So my mills plate.
No, I understand. I get you. I'm just questioning your every existence.
Should be all right.
Well, he's saying he built his mills plate standard at 4 and then built additional 16s on top of that because he wanted to change his elevation, which makes 0 sense. Why would you build a plate and then build up higher and put another plate and not just build that?
Because they're on mills plates, and the mills plates always exist. When I take the build apart, I'll still have the mills plate.
Uh-huh.
Lego has shorted me a piece.
Oh, no.
No,
That's
they
because-
legit did.
That's
Check
because you
the
wasted
bag.
16 by 16 plates building mills plates. That's why.
Check the bag.
And it's not something that would be in a bag. It came in.
Check your
It came in
collection. You
separate
probably
bag.
have one.
Check your box.
It's not in the box.
Are you sure?
Or
Yeah.
You can check my
in your
box.
beard.
Aw.
What is it?
One of the black rope pieces.
Oh, rip.
Yeah.
See, that's why I didn't buy the Black Pearl. I'm sure there's not a part missing from the Death Star that I won't have on hand.
I bet it's something that takes that's going to hold some kind of structure that you're going to absolutely need.
That I probably have one of because it's in gray.
Well,
I walked by the Black Pearl and the Willy Wonka set at the Lego store the other day.
Willy Wonka set looks interesting.
it looks really crappy.
The wife really liked the Wonka set, but that Black Pearl,
Yeah,
pretty.
I think there's right now there's like 2 sets that I want to buy for my own collection that are not Star Wars, and it's the Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon and the Wally and Eve set.
We got the Wally and Eve both built it. That was a fantastic build, and
I was going to say I'm getting the Wally and Eve.
amazing.
Well, so now there's 2 separate lists for Lego. There's the sets that I'm buying for my collection, and there's the sets that the girlfriend has okayed to assist in the building process, and those 2 are on that list. So, like, she will help build Wally and Eve, and she'll help build Toothless.
Yeah,
Like, she's gonna build all the GWPs. So, like, I have.
Are you
I have
going to get her to build a mock for this challenge?
No.
gotta
She's
be a
got
jack o' lantern Wally.
She's got the Easter Bunny to build. She's got the baby red spaceman to build, and then she has the one for this month, the ghost.
I need to get Jonna the Gizmo. It came out today.
Yeah,
The Gizmo I'll be buying.
He looks awesome.
yeah.
I really like the fact they included the 3D glass in the build.
Yeah. See, Moto's got your back, Richard. He needed a mills in a mills, so he millsed in a mills to mills the mills. It's simple logic.
Yeah.
Yeah. That checks out.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Say that 3 times fast.
That makes
Now-
a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Gene, glad you're here, buddy.
It's just
I don't know. I've been
going
on
on,
a
man.
dad joke kick right recently, and one of my favorite ones that I've come across is what kind of bird sticks to everything? A Velcro.
That's
It's like a joke, just minus the humor component.
Yeah.
I think it's hilarious.
Most simple-minded folk will.
Mayo, what did you just say? You just called me stupid.
No,
Mayo
stupid,
said
not nice.
Beard,
You just said simple-minded.
Bearded is building not the Black Pearl set.
Yeah, this is not the Black Pearl.
Yeah, and I'm gonna build not the Slave 1 too,
Yes.
and the not turbo tank. Yeah,
Lego was just like, let's change the name of every set from what it should be to something different.
yeah, to something less political.
So what's the ghost gift with purchase?
Whatever one's this.
Oh, I was thinking Star Wars Ghost. Never mind.
No,
It's an
this is actually kind of sick though. It has a light brick in it, and like the eyes and the mouth like glow. Which for a GWP, I mean, take that.
That's
No, the
interesting.
only Star Wars GWP is the TIE Fighter for the Death Star.
Got you.
So, yeah, I think there's what did I say earlier? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Technically, 6 of these sets I bought like just for figures.
I do
Pretty
that a
much
lot.
the entire Summer Wave actually, and then I bought the Plo Koon's Microfighter because that new head mold is nice.
Much better than the original.
Yeah, I mean I have the original like rubber one, but this one's like hard plastic apparently, so kind of hype. But
ABS.
yeah, it's like dual molded, So I don't know when I'm gonna build any of this, but and K2SO is hiding back there too.
Oh, the big fig.
Yeah, yeah. Because I have Chopper, C3PO, R2, the Droidica. I have the Battle Droid with Stat, and then K2SO.
See, I wanted to get Chopper the last time we were there,
Yeah,
but I passed.
yeah. I haven't built it yet. I still have it sealed down there, but I got so much stuff sitting down there. I still got the Shire. Now I got the damn Ewok Village, TIE Interceptor, the X-Wing.
Sounds like you need to be building some of these Lego sets.
Well, sounds like I got mocks to build too, my guy. Plus, I don't have any room to display any more sets. My dad won't let me expand down here. As it is, I take up too much space. So
Time for you to buy your own house.
I'm working on it.
Not after that haul today.
I know.
Yeah.
There's a down payment.
Now, I did the math to make sure this was financially sound like 5 times,
Then you,
and it wasn't, but I did it anyway.
I was gonna say you mathed it wrong.
No, I mathed it. It's fine.
I didn't say you didn't math it. I just said you mathed it wrong if you thought it was a financially sound.
It was financially sound in the sense that it would not put any interest payments on anything. Like, I'm chilling. So
It was financially sound at the time. Regrets
Yeah.
may occur.
well, and then having to get my car fixed, I was like, oh, maybe I'll just get the Death Star. And I was like, no, it's fine. I'll get everything.
What'd your car do?
We're pretty sure somebody was trying to jimmy my car door, so the handle mechanism on my passenger side door snapped, so you can't open it from the outside.
Nice.
Yeah, which is awesome. Love that. But, yeah. But
George, have you been to Maryland anytime soon? Recently?
Not recently.
Not recently.
I try to stay out of Maryland.
you always got a reason to come to Maryland.
I mean, we went to a Baltimore Ravens Kansas City Chiefs game Sunday, but they came to us. So
Who won?
Chiefs.
Oh, it's unfortunate.
Wait, who won our game?
Which game?
The Chiefs versus the Eagles.
Can you see it? Yeah. Rude.
Is Patrick Mahomes still the quarterback for the Chiefs?
Yeah, still the quarterback. At least our quarterback doesn't get frustrated and fake a hamstring and go out in the middle of the third quarter.
That's fair. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really watch or follow football. I'm a Ravens fan by association.
Yeah.
So,
No, Lamar Jackson, Sunday's game,
yeah.
went out with a hamstring because we put too much pressure on him. He got frustrated and just walked off the field.
That's a vibe.
Yeah, that was funny as hell.
Yeah. Well, it's about to be my bedtime here.
Yeah, I was saying it's about that time to end everything.
End it all.
What is anybody got anything going on this week?
Well, I got a couple charity trap shoots Friday and Saturday, so
Noise.
pretty excited to go kill some clay pigeons.
Hell yeah.
What about you, Gene? You got anything going on?
You're muted.
Not really. We will get to the absolute end of the minifigure sorting and start processing for all minifigs.
Do we get first dibs before you send them live?
Well, we've been adding minifigs. In fact, we sold a Django Fett 2 days ago. Some guys interested emailed us for pictures for Gold Fantasy Night.
Oh, fancy.
It's a $95 minifig. Yeah, we've run across some jewels while we were sorting out pieces and parts.
Nice.
I think we've added, probably close to 800 or 900 minifigs in the
Damn.
last week.
I need to get on your store and see what you got.
I was going to say, since the merger, I've not been on the Bricklink other than the first time to log in.
Yeah, say that's the last time I've been on there.
We're hearing that a lot.
I'm kind of nervous to buy anything.
Have y'all, Caden, I'm assuming you haven't bought anything, have you?
Not yet. I'm planning to in the next couple weeks, but we shall see how it all
For the
goes.
most part, it's gone really smooth for us. We've heard people say it was a nightmare though.
Yeah.
It is that time. Like to see everybody next week come back. We got Lazy Bricks on as a guest. George will not be here. Of
God,
course.
how many
I
weeks
promise
have we
after
been-
next week it'll be regularly scheduled program.
Well, the regular now is you not being here.
What's that?
The regular situation now is you not being here. We
Yeah,
consider
well-
it an honor when you're here.
It's been a month, so we'll get back to normal. Maybe, probably not, but I'm gonna say we are.
Well, that's good to hear, Drew. I mean, George.
Oh, and on that note,
Yeah. Clicks and clacks, building blocks, let's begin. Stacks on stacks, with beards we always win. In a world of plastic, our minds spin. Brick by brick, where do we dive in? Brickin' with the beard, we never stop. Talking pieces, colors going over the top. Custom sets, landscapes, got a shop. Tunes drop, make